What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Wealthy, and today I want to make a quick video talking about 3 things that I've learned about gaining 25 pounds of muscle during around like 5 years of training. So for all my skinnier guys out there that are trying to put in some mass, some muscle, these things might help you out. So let's start by the first one. You have to eat way more than what you think. Especially for me, like, a little bit of my background is that growing up, I used to play soccer all the time, like day in, day out, and I was just super active with that. So let's say, for example, I would go train for like 2-3 hours every day, and then when I would go back home, I really wouldn't eat. Like, I would just go to sleep, so I was just really scrawny, like just growing up, just skinny. Even at 18, I think I was like around 143 pounds, and now where I'm at is at 170. And especially when I stopped playing soccer and I started like lifting weights and just getting into the gym aspect of fitness, then I started noticing that, for me to put in some weight, I had to eat way more than what I actually, was intaking at the day. I think, for me, like a normal day of eating, on the soccer days, I'll probably eat 2-3 times a day. I just wouldn't really be hungry. So once I made the transition to like lifting weights, at first I kind of had to like push myself to start eating. And then when I started lifting heavier, I would notice that my appetite grew with that. So it got kind of easier to put in all them calories. And then the second one is that I've learned is that it takes time. Like, if you want to do it right, you have to wait for it to happen. Like, you can't really rush it, because especially if you want to do it the right way, like you want to gain like the clean weight, then it's gonna be slow, just for the simple fact that it's only so much your body can grow, especially like month to month, like how many pounds of muscles you could gain during every single month. Like, so for example, for me, it's about especially in the beginning, like there's the learning curve. That's when you see the most advancement in your training, and then you're growing. So for me, at first I went up from like 143 pounds to like 153 pounds within the first 6 months. And then after that, it took me about a year to get up to like the 163, and then that's where I kind of hit like a ceiling, and that's where I had to like figure out and study more like what my body reacted to the best when it came to eating. So when I amped up my carbs and like just the calories in general, I got up to 170. That's where I'm at right now. And I still want to grow. I want to get up to like 178, 180. And it's even harder now, especially because I've been training so long. So my body has gotten used to the style of training that I'm doing now. I just know that if I want to grow, I might have to just increase the calories and the carbs, and just a whole numbers behind that. And then the third one, I think, is the most important one, is that you have to do it for the right reasons. That you want to put in that muscle and that size. And for me, at first, I just started hitting the gym because I'll get tired of like going to like family parties, and then they always call me, oh, you the skinny Chris, in Spanish is el flaco and stuff like that. So I started getting tired of that. So in the beginning, I was just trying to, get big so I wouldn't get called skinny anymore. And, I realized that, now that I'm bigger, and like, when I go to like family parties, everybody like, damn, like, Chris, you got way bigger and stuff like that. Like, that doesn't really even matter. Like, you have to do it for your own good. Like, you shouldn't really care like what people call you in the beginning or before you start hitting the gym. You just want to do it for yourself, to just feel better as a person, I guess. And just, even with the females, at first I would think like, damn, I want a six pack and I want to look bigger, because I'm trying to holler at these girls. And at the end of the day, like with the females, like if you don't got no game, you ain't gonna get nothing, you know. So you could be some soul ass dude and you can't talk to females. He at the same place, and you know, since the beginning. So you should do it for the right reasons, man. And those three things are some tips maybe that could help you out. And hopefully, you know, this channel I wanna grow it and just talk about like my journey with like fitness, especially the transition that I've made now, that I went from like lifting weights to now that just calisthenics, just body weight movements. And I'm just gonna be posting a lot of videos about that, and, you know, maybe some tutorials of like teaching you guys what I've learned, especially, you know, just try to get all my skinny dudes out there trying to put in some size, you know, some tips that helped me out a lot. And you know, and maybe you could just grow together as a whole family. And that's the vision of this channel, man. So see you guys, man.